We gotta turn around out of the dorm parking lot and drive over to the gym. Today's gonna be hamstrings and calves. It's 12:45 right now. I've got class at 2, so I've gotten about an hour to do this. Definitely possible, not ideal, but whatever. This was my just saw one of my buddies, but it's 12:45 right now. I've got legs to do, just hamstrings and calves today, luckily. And then at 2, I have to go to my databasing class. Not what I would call fun, but we got to do it. Got to go to class. This was my morning. Excuse me. I went to class, so I already had class today earlier in the morning, then I have a afternoon class at 2. But when I got back from class, I ran over to Best Buy because I wanted to look for over-the-ear headphones. Didn't really find any that I liked. I looked at some Sonys, I looked at like the Beats Studio Pro, which I liked, but I wasn't totally sure. It didn't sound like it had that like thumping bass that I was kind of looking for. Whatever. Still, we'll be on the hunt for some of those, but my AirPods are gonna suffice for now. But so I go back up to my room and I'm getting ready for the gym, and I take my pre-workout and I'm like, oh shit, my SD card was full. So I didn't have any storage in the camera and I had to switch it over to my like external drive. And I'm just sitting there with the pre-workout kicking in for like 20 minutes, just like tapping my foot, getting ready to go, like all like twitchy to get ready to go. And it was just funny. I was itching to leave. Oh crap, it's my buddy. What? One of my buddies was out running, my buddy Nathan. That is funny. I ran into all my friends when I was driving. But we're about to get to the gym, gonna cut to some laying hamstring curls. And really, we gotta hit this shit hard, hit it quick, and then do some stretching out, because at 4 o'clock today, after my class, I gotta go qualify. I've been telling you guys I've been qualifying for golf, and hopefully we play well today, and I'll have to update you guys on it tomorrow. So let's cut to the hamstring curls. Oh, it's fucking too heavy. Okay. Let's go to seated. All right, first 4 sets are done, and honestly, you guys are looking at a very, very happy Mark Sulik, because not only is hamstrings feeling really good right now, we just did about 4 sets on the laying hamstring curl, but that 2 o'clock class that I was talking about just got canceled. So lucky me, I get an extra kind of hour of leeway. So we're gonna finish up hamstrings. I'm kind of torn between doing quads or not, because when I do quads and later I have golf, I'm always like real tight and it kind of hinders the swing a little bit. But we're gonna see after I do hamstrings if we're gonna do quads or not. And then I think after, we're gonna go to the golf room and we're gonna get some swings in. So the back half of this video will be kind of me warming up for qualifying. So that'll be a nice little change of pace, add the golf back in. But yeah, this is awesome. No more class. Oh, super happy. Because I only had an hour to lift. And I don't know, an hour is a little bit pushing it for how long I want to be here. Usually an hour and a half is about perfect. We're gonna finish up hamstrings and then reevaluate. Oh, I kind of need to like stay scooted back on this. Okay. Then, whoops, last set, then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. A little bit heavier on this. I'm just trying to pound this out. Two.
Steve!
Okay. All right, hamstrings are thrashed. All right, let's go check out. Let's go check out quads. We're gonna warm up some squats, and we're gonna see how this feels on the hip, and then we're either just gonna hit leg extensions, leg press, or hit more squats depending on how this feels. But that'll be that. All right. I think let's put 2 plates on and rep it out. Even though that set of squats wasn't like wasn't the heaviest it possibly could have been. It was still fucking heavy, and I'm feeling it good. So we're gonna jump over to some single leg, some split squats on the Smith machine, just to kind of not push the same load of weight, like the same heaviness, but still getting, still pushing it to the limit without kind of limiting the risk of injury more so is what I'm trying to say. Do this for maybe 1 or 2 reps and then go over to a leg press and then finish with leg extensions. Then we'll just hit calves and be done. But this was a good choice. That first set felt really good. And my hip isn't really bothering me, so that's also a big plus. But let's hit this. Honestly, that was good enough. Let's do a little bit of leg press. Well, I made the executive decision to just jump onto the leg press, or the leg extension, excuse me. I ended up going back, and right after I finished recording, I did like a drop set of the squats, and that just took me out. I should have fucking filmed it. But now, honestly, the quads are hurting. So we're gonna do some leg extensions for maybe 3 or 4 sets, and then go do calves. And then at the end, I definitely have to do some hip mobility before I go golf. So you guys will get a little mobility special. I'll show you guys what I do for that. And then we're gonna roll out of here. I'll show you a little bit of the practice I do before I go play. And that'll be it for the video. So we're gonna finish this up really quick. I'm kind of gonna chop it up quick and then get over to the mobility after I go finish calves. So let's do this. Let's go do calves. Oh, gosh. Oh, whew. So that's a complete friggin' leg day. I mean, quads got thrashed, hamstrings always thrashed, and calves brutalized. It was, I mean, you guys saw the 2 little clips of me on the calf machine. I just sat there for 6 more reps after that and squeezed them out, did a few drop sets. That's it. But now, So today is a typical day where I have class, I lift, and then I have qualifying for golf. So I just lifted, I just crashed my legs, and obviously as a lifter you get really sore, you get tight, and this is gonna kind of be what I do, whether it's in my room, at the golf course, before I go to bed, stuff like this to keep me loose and mobile, because golf is, I mean, so much rotation, so much flexibility, and you don't see many kind of bodybuilder guys with good, really impressive flexibility and like rotation. So this is what I pretty much do. I open up my hips, I stretch out my hamstrings, and then kind of just general upper body stretching. But these are gonna be some of the go-to moves that you're gonna do, and this will help, even if you're a lifter with just like kind of lower back pain, in my experience, I had really bad lower back pain for like a year when I would be playing golf. It was like borderline unbearable sometimes. I ended up going to a trainer. I would really have to free up my hamstrings because they would get way tighter than I thought they would. Just like touching your toes a ton, opening up your hips, it really helps with lower back pain. And this is kind of what I do. So I'll take you kind of through each one. We'll zip through it, and then we're gonna cut to some golf, some warm up before I go qualify. So pretty much this is a 90-90. So I'm gonna sit with both of my legs at 90 degrees, and then you can either kind of lean this way into it and it kind of stretches out this leg. So just leaning into this feels really good. And then you can rotate over to the other side, lean into it, feels really good. And then just going from rotating from here to here and then back to the other leg. This is just freeing up my hips in itself. So all this kind of rotating stuff here needs freed up, and that's when I'll be, rotating for golf. So we're gonna sit here, do like 10 each way, and then kind of stretch into it, and then do something else. So let's speed through this. All right, that's pretty good. And now, again, I'm just gonna kind of sit up and lean down to one side for a while. Back over, flip around to the other side. And the same stuff here, just kind of lean into it. Now, this is another thing to kind of free your hips up. So, gonna act like I'm getting in a lunge. And now we're gonna open this leg up about 45 degrees to where my hips are still coming this way, but my leg is out that way. So kind of a lunge, opening up. And we're just gonna sit into this and open up that hip. Same thing to the other side. I can definitely notice my right hip is a lot tighter than my left. Now the same thing. We're gonna get back in the lunge, but kind of drop into it. And then we're gonna pull back. And then this is gonna kind of stretch out our hamstrings as well. So we're just gonna rotate between that. Yeah, these are tight, especially after the squatting. Yeah, I see some. All right. Oh yeah, that is tight. Oh. All right, now we're gonna kick this leg out, kind of stretch into it here, and just kind of rock back and forth. All right, and over to the other leg. All right. Now I find these to be helpful. Honestly, I don't know how good it is, but it always feels nice. Just like kind of sitting into a butterfly and pulling your legs through and just kind of really digging your elbows in to open up your legs even more. This always feels good. Oh. All right, that's pretty much it. And usually I'll run through this maybe once or twice. Definitely at least kind of twice a day, ideally for me. Obviously I'll do a little bit more stuff, but this is pretty much the basics. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna do some general upper body stretching, like I'll grab a PVC pipe and like come up and down, kind of open up my shoulders and everything to get ready. But this is pretty much all I do to kind of open up my hips. And also, back to mention again, I've mentioned the Able birthday sale. So as you guys can see, these are a different pair of Able joggers, and then obviously the kind of plain gray Able shirt. If you guys still wanted to try any of these clothes, the sale starts, if you're watching this video, the sale is live. So go check the link out in my description, check out some pieces, and then it's up to 20% off, and then plus with the code SULIK, that gets you another 10%. So go check it out, see if you like something, because this is only gonna go on for a week, and then the stuff isn't gonna be on sale anymore. But just trying to stick out for you, get you a sale, that'll be that. But let's go cut to the golf room, hit some shots. Watching the videos.
Yeah, I'm not watching videos.
Yeah.
What was the peak on that? Peak hypometer?
Face up.
Want to do it tee off, Josh? 410?
Thanks.
Striked it. All right, we're ready to qualify.